Civilization 6 has made its way from the Mac to the iPad and now to the iPhone. Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and we have Civilization 6 running on our iPhone XS Max. We have been long fans of the Civilization franchise, and we were avid players when it made its way to the iPad, and it worked amazingly well. The controls adapted so well to a touchscreen versus our Mac, and now it's made its way to the iPhone. The game itself is free to download and free to play, but you're limited in the number of turns. Once you hit that mark, you have to quit and really start over. There's really no point in getting too far, but it does give you a good taste for the game. Then it's a single, one-time, in-app purchase, and the game is yours. Play as much as you want with all the advanced features that you'd expect, whether it's running on your computer, your iPad, or your phone. Once you do unlock the game, you're going to notice additional options, including multiplayer, local and hot seat. Single player, you can actually go in and create your own game, including the basics like choosing a leader, the difficulty, the speed, the type, and of course the map size. Or you can get really granular and choose all of the options that you may want when creating a game. Things like starting era, game speed, how many resources there are, the world age, map size, all of these things. Victory conditions you can customize, so if you want to go the normal route and have all these options, you can turn off kind of the boring ones like the score victory, or you can just go straight out domination and only focus on that. These are things that we'd expect to see kind of pared down and left out of a mobile version of a game, but that is not the case. This is pretty much the exact same thing I'd expect to play on my Mac here on my phone. What's more, since it launched on iOS, they've been releasing additional content. So you have the entire game to yourself, but then there are additional in-app purchases that you can pick up. Things like the Viking packs, new civilizations, all these new options that you can add to the game to keep it fresh. And the in-app purchases, they're not that expensive. So you can completely play it as it is, or if you love the game, want to keep getting new stuff, you can go for those in-app purchases. If you don't care about changing all those things, you just want to get down, dirty, and play, it's as easy as tapping on single player and hitting play now. It chooses everything for you, assigns you a leader, everything is set up, just jump right into the game. Civilization 6 takes full advantage of the iPhone's display, and that includes on the new iPhone XS Max. It goes all the way to the corners, and the only clipping you ever see is on the left and the right sides when certain loading screens appear, like at the beginning of the game. But once you're actually in the game, it is not an issue. When you play for the first time, Civilization has a few modes, including new players completely, and they walk you through all the basics of Civilization, or you can choose just new to mobile, where they'll walk you through the new interfaces and how the touchscreen works. Civilization is a turn-based strategy game, and there are a lot of menus and a lot of information. Surprisingly, it works extremely well, even on a smaller display. Of course, we are on the Mac-sized phone, so it does look maybe a little bit better, a little less cluttered than it does on the iPhone X or XS, but it still works really well. Anytime on the main screen, tap with 3 fingers and you can pull up the menu or access from the top right-hand corner. Use one finger to pan around the map just like you would in any mapping application, and of course you can pinch and pull to move in and out of the map. Zoom in, zoom out just by pinching and pulling like you would anywhere else. They still have all the advanced features. Reporting is in here so you can get really granular in what you're actually checking out, and you have many different save options so you can save and load games at any time. As you get further in the game, things start to get a bit bigger. Your civilization is larger, your enemies are larger, and like it does on the Mac, it does slow down here on your iPhone. The iPhone is probably the most underpowered device of all of them. iPad has more power, the Mac has more power. The iPhone isn't necessarily poorly powered, but when you get really far in the game, you have a really large map, things can get a little bit slow, but it's nothing that's too terrible. It's basically exactly what I would expect when a game gets this complicated and there's so many things happening each and every turn. Civ 6 is available now for iPhone and iPad, and you can find the link below in the description as well as in the comments. Let us know down below if you pick it up.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our price guide, which makes it extremely easy to find the best deals on Apple products updated daily. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.